you'd like.
Okay.
Alright, well, here we go. Ready it now. Dun dun dun. And we're live.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Something different today, Stuart. My God.
I feel a resurgence in Star Trek stuff.
Yeah. I like that too. It works. Although it makes me think of Matrix, because revolution, revelation, resolution, resignation. That's when Keanu says no to the sixth one. Yeah. And I'm thrilled that you guys have shown interest in this. We've got some good views for our look at videos. I'm really excited for you guys to join in. We were kind of, even though I did edit that video with all the pictures, we were looking live, but we weren't as in depth. This is fun. We're kind of there's always videos where we avoid going into the detail we want to go into. That was one of those videos.
Yeah.
We're definitely avoiding it.
Well, welcome back, guys, and it's time to talk about a new video game.
And not a mobile game, not a weird sites, not a DS port or a scroller or great. Armada came back. British Commander. They came back, brand new, modern, prime, mostly 90%, 99%. It's exciting.
We're going to talk about it as we do, scene by scene, breakdown by breakdown. We're going to analyze and talk and discuss. And we want you guys to join. So if you can, please do. And look at that, Mark Lawrence with a $2 logging a strike super chat. So thank you so much, Mark, for strike.
I
get strike. Yeah.
I get you. No, it's good. And tomorrow we have a special guest joining us to talk about the state of... I think I might pitch it as a how Discovery Season 3 compared to Season 4 at this point.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. It's a bit of a general topic. But, you'll definitely know the guy. I'll post about that earlier in the day tomorrow. I actually made the thumbnail, so I'll probably give it to you tonight so you can post it tonight, and then they might even share it, which would be nice. Cross promotion, all that. Yeah. Actually, I should probably tweet him now saying, "Do you have a picture I can represent you with that isn't sex based?" Because he has a bit. I don't know if you've seen his.
I have, yes.
Yeah.
That's giving the people a tease, I guess, of who it could be. Well, welcome back, guys. We're gonna talk games, or a game today, which is gonna be awesome, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's.
Yes.
We'll talk about that as we go along, and we're looking forward to hearing your thoughts as well on this one.
We want to hear your thoughts, and even if you're not a gamer, this is the sort of game where you could probably very much watch a playthrough and enjoy it as almost a movie, because it's that sort of game. Star Trek Online is a lot harder. There's a lot of just combat. This would be more narrative focused. Right. So I'm gonna go start sharing. See you in a minute.
You do that. All right, guys. As you saw, Mark Lawrence did a first super chat strike, which is awesome. So thank you so much, Mark. Much appreciated. Hopefully you guys have been having a good day. I've been having a pretty good day myself. Had my daughter Cassie over. We did some Christmas shopping and stuff. So I don't know if you guys are ready for Christmas yet, but I'm not. So anyway. Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Super chats are a great way to support the channel and show your love for us and all we do, and also a good way to get your voice heard. So if you have anything to say about this particular topic, we'd really, really appreciate hearing it, because we definitely love games and we love Star Trek. So if we can talk about it and put our heads together as a community, we can have some good conversations. So you can also help us via PayPal. You can send a PayPal to trekyards@hotmail.com. All the information for that is in the description of each video, so check those out. And just let us know, notify us in the regular chat that you sent the PayPal, and we read your comment or question via the email from PayPal. Hopefully you guys have been having a great day. one way you can have a great day as well is check out our T Public store and our T Springs store. The link is in the description below. We got a lot of cool Trekyards merchandise, and with Christmas coming up, it might be something that you guys be interested in getting or whatever. Let your family know that you want some Trekyards merch, and click that link down below. Go check out the T Public store. So yeah, welcome back, guys.
Oh my god. You just got...
Can you hear me?
Your ship just got attacked by asteroid and everything went screwy. Now you're very loud. Oh my god, what have you done?
I moved my microphone like half a centimeter.
You want to plug it out and in again because it's all messed up now.
Okay.
And then I have to tell Skype to think about it again. Sorry about that, guys. It was very loud and horrible
I
sounding.
didn't do anything.
Oh, much
Probably
better.
even tapped it.
There you go. Don't sound like death anymore. That's always nice.
Okay, sure.
You sound really clear. Maybe it needed a quick wiggle anyway. Dear me.
Yeah, so...
Gosh,
Resurgence.
the pictures don't crash Premiere. That's good. There's only like 30 of them, not 2,570. What a treat. Not complaining. I'm just saying.
You are complaining. Yes, you are.
Okay, so who?
Oh, he's doing a poll, guys.
I am.
Make sure you vote on it. And by the way, guys, hit like. We have 55 people here. We have 31 likes. Let's get to 50 likes. Hit that like button if you're able to. Even if you're not able to, it doesn't really matter. Hit it anyway. This is an order, as it were.
Yeah. So obviously, tell the story again of those that weren't knowing previously of how you learned about it, because I was pleasantly surprised learned about it.
Actually, you sent me the thing first, or did you? No. I was on my live.
Well,
I
I sent it to you,
reaction.
but
Yeah,
you're not the first you heard of it. Yeah.
I was doing a live. My first reaction. People had asked if I had heard about it, and quite a few people were. So I assumed it was something new. I'm like, I haven't. I'll check it out after the live. And during the live, Samuel messaged me going, "New game, and it's TNG era, and it's actually Prime, and da 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 da." And I'm like, "Oof. Well, I'll have to check it out now for sure." He's like, "Don't talk about it on your live." So I mentioned it for like 5 seconds, and then I moved on. And then I watched it right after the live, and was pleasantly surprised. So yes.
What sort of feels did it give you?
I'm very blasé about it, honestly. I just have a feeling that I've seen some of the Telltale games, which are more like interactive stories. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I hope this is more of a game, but if it is a rail shooter kind of thing, I mean...
Have you actually played any of them?
I played one of the Batman ones, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Because I played all the way through the first Walking Dead one, and it definitely doesn't feel not like a game. Yes, it's very specific, but you still feel very engaged, very like it's a game. Enough of the things are clever, as long as it's cleverly done. And that was their first like big breakout one. But certainly, even if it's not an open world game, the amount of craft they can put into the levels is now so much higher than they can for any normal game. Even to the point of like controlling how far you can look outside of the view range, and so they can make all models really carefully done, no geometry outside that's wasted, so it can all be there in the game engine. So it can be really, like I said, really crafted. And I was very freaking satisfied by playing the first and half of the second Walking Dead, and I wouldn't diminish them for the barely games. Like, yeah, but the experience is so satisfying, especially if the story is good. So yeah, and I'd rather have that than a Star Trek Online right now. You know, we've all played enough Star Trek Online. I'd like a Bridge Commander, but then I also want a good story with the Bridge Commander, you know?
Yeah, that being said, Good Old Gamers Gaming has also released Armada and Armada 2 now. So,
they have?
Yes. So you gotta go
I checked like 3 days ago. God damn it. Go!
Yeah. A friend of mine messaged me today saying that he was supposed to be notified when they did it, and apparently they're out now. So, yeah.
Maybe that email is coming. Could we not buy them, or... Okay, hold on.
No.
Okay, now they're available.
KD Video...
Let's buy them
KD
then.
Video Productions, $5. It's supposed to be a mixture of both Telltale and has more of a game to it, like fights and more. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it would have to be a bit
And
more of a game.
Dan says no Star Trek game has ever been canon before. No, I didn't say canon. I said Prime universe.
Art style and whatnot. Yeah, I honestly don't want it to be canon. It could be a fun addition that won't be stopped, but I don't need it to be canon, just a fun ride. As long as it holds to canon. Because as soon as you start establishing these as being like the Word of God style canon, then all these decisions they make will have ripples because, you know, things have ripples.
Mm-hmm.
And I have now bought Armada 1 and 2.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. I wonder if I can download it's such a small. I wonder if I can download Armada 2 and play it on this stream before we finish. Is my internet streaming good enough? Let's test that. That'd be kind of an apt way to start to play it. Okay, I can see if I still remember how to play Armada 2 after like 15 years.
Yeah.
It's 400 megabytes. Okay. Okay, I'm doing it now. Hi.
Yeah. Good old gamer says, I hope it's in the vein of Mass Effect. The game has a wide website with more info. Yes. There's a false. Star Trek Online is in the Prime universe. That's false. Star Trek Online is in the Prime universe. No, it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not official canon. It's not official. But you're right. It is in the Prime universe. It's just in the future. So.
But also combines everything because they've got all the stuff. It's the only thing that includes them all now, which is fun. Which is fun. Yeah. But Stuart, let's start off then with the start of this journey. Oh, MS-DOS has come up. Okay, thanks, Windows 30. Okay, I guess it's installed already. Wow, the internet. So yes, we've got Star Trek Resurgence. It starts out always at the end. Hold on, I'm in the wrong order. Okay, so very proud to say by the people that made these games. It's the first thing they come out with. But since that company kind of went under because of bad management, creatively it's a good thing to say, although structurally it's not, because they had a not so good end. Orcs, but still creatively very good.
Yes, yeah.
Although at least we've moved past the game engine, because it was one of the big complaints that they use basically the same exact graphic settings for all of them, despite the engine being like 8 years old and not good at the time. And so if you keep making new things, the character models look worse and worse. And whereas I think this game looks rather good. I mean, the first shot we get of a character, I think he looks great. You know.
Yeah, and you see the actual first contact EVA suits, which are nice. So
no weird holographic controls, no overabundance of like data. It's just what it should be, you know.
Yeah.
And Star Trek Resurgence doesn't tell us anything. This is like, oh, that looks very faithful. That looks like it should. My goodness, Stuart.
It's a great way to start off.
A blessing we haven't felt in a long time.
Yeah. I've been waiting for another good Star Trek game. So
because it's the sort of game that we could both play separately and then review. You know.
Yeah.
Like actually do like a. Yeah.
And it's available for my PlayStation 4 and my PlayStation 5. So I have it for a console. So I don't have to worry about getting on a computer and all that. So
yeah. It'll be available everywhere. And I can throw those 3090s at it. Ha ha ha.
KD Video Productions, $5.
Thank
you. A mixture of both Telltale. Oh, I read that one.
Okay.
Never mind. Sorry. My brain.
Yes. Yeah. Super chatty thoughts, guys. Then we have a shot of a Type 6, and I'll zoom in on the first picture because you see more of the inside. And this is in full 4K, guys, so I can do a very, very crispy zoom. So this is the forward shuttle bay on the Centaur class. You can tell by the registry, and we do get a full look inside as well. Which I think is a render error because I don't know why the ship would have either glass or see-throughness. I think that's a render error, but that's okay.
It's not see-through, it's a reflection because the lines don't line up.
Yeah.
So it's a reflection of a panel on the other side by the looks of it.
Sure. Sure. I think it's a render error, but that's okay.
It looks like a Cardassian at the rear of the nacelle, by the way. Kind of a gray face.
Oh, Okay, so what do you see here? Because I see something already, but what do you see? So what do you think?
I don't see anything special. I mean, it's cool seeing the shuttle elevator, but that's about it.
And it's amazing they don't feel the need to update the design, as if the design still holds up after 20 years. Amazing.
It does. Yeah.
And it's interesting that this is a post TNG game, and we know that because we've got Ambassador Spock and all that stuff. But
yeah,
and it's a centaur, but the registry is 92317, which is very late. That's like pushing right post Prometheus, give or take. And yet they're still using the Type 6s with the TNG nacelles rather than the Voyager nacelles, because it did get using a classic, not the modernized, the newer version. So I wonder if that was a distinct choice. They thought we'll go with the one everyone knows, because that Voyager one was used like 4 times. It's not well known.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think that's odd about the registry, actually. But using shuttles, I mean, shuttles as we saw in Discovery, they're used like until forever.
Although, can you imagine
they work, I guess.
Can you imagine these Discovery shuttles? just to really pour massive salt in the wound.
Well, there's 2 types of shuttles here. The one in the bay is a different one, obviously.
Actually, that is true, isn't it? Because I did
got some different elements to it.
Because I did notice, and this is great that we can actually zoom in fully. It has got an aft, what looks like ring, like the Discovery shuttle. As if that's how. But yeah, the top fin things are much sleeker.
It looks like a longer shuttle than a Type 6, for sure.
Well, it's also a different registry.
Yeah.
So it's a different shuttle, which is interesting.
Yeah.
That's very weird. And also,
perfectly fine.
Yeah. I'm also quite intrigued they're still using the TNG pennants, even though, again, this is a post-TNG one.
Well, that being said, the registry number on the front of the shuttle and the one on the side of the shuttle that's being launched, the Type 6, are different registries as well.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Well, it's exciting. It's like, so I guess we're going to see other ships. Which is great. I mean, especially if it's almost the same class, and a lot of stuff can be similar interiors.
But the one in the bay matches the registry of the front of the Type 6. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Oh no! You found an error.
I don't know if it's an error or if it's just maybe the reasons assets or something. I don't know. It's a problem.
That's amazing. Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah.
Yeah, NCC 90038 is on the front of the Type 6 launching, on the side of the one in the bay, but the number on the side of the one launching is 92317, which, as we know with the Type 6, is supposed to be the registry of the ship it's from. Like, you see the 1701 on the side of the Type 6s and TNG. So. And
these ships, unlike runabouts, don't have their own USS or NCC. They're completely just named, Shuttle 6, Shuttle 8. Well, shouldn't that?
Yeah.
So that's a mistake. Well done, Stuart. And that's how you can tell it's real-time rendering. It wasn't, it was like, yes, mistakes. And a little note, but there's like, it looks worse in motion. There's like a little, I mean, it's right in the center of the frame I have here, around the inner window, or the outer window, I suppose, the middle one. It's like a frosted weird, and like shimmers. That's a renderer as well, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks fantastic though.
Unless they just didn't scrape the window enough with their ice scraper.
Yeah, that's probably true. And love the TNG in there, TNG transport in there as well. Lovely. It's good stuff, Stuart.
Then we see a little bit more out of the bay with the blue lighting, and I gotta say it looks really cool with the asteroid field behind. The stars seem a little big, but that's okay.
Where's the bokeh? They're out of focus.
Okay.
We see the inside of the shuttle, and I actually textured these shuttles so I can know what they look like. Very close, although the L cars are a bit too big, and they're obviously blue. But a navigator in the middle. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. An astrogator, yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, I like it. I mean, I'm sure shuttles will have different configurations for different mission profiles or parameters, perhaps, maybe. But I like that. I like that look. And that's obviously to simplify gameplay, because you'll see your enemies and stuff on that. It's like a radar. Yeah. It's a typical radar map, so it's fine.
And Surika Vulcan says, man, Trekyards shows no mercy. Well.
Yeah, and people are talking about the name Bronson. I mean, are all the shuttles named after action movie stars? Charles Bronson. There's going to be one called Chuck Norris, one called Stallone, one called Schwarzenegger. That'd be hilarious.
One called
That's
Lee.
The name of the ship.
Yeah. And then guess what we'll have in every one of our videos? Did you know?
And Lissa Jericho's like, are they named after jazz musicians? No, that'd be silly. Who would name shuttles after jazz musicians?
One thing to note is that they have got an on-screen display element on the top, which
says impulse something.
And I mean, this is the thing with video game logic, having on-screen displays, because you know the L cars aren't particularly useful for showing a lot of things. They are if you've been trained in it, which is what they are in the universe. But as a gameplay mechanic, so I'm fine with there being. They're actually windows on the shuttles, so you're allowed to have those things.
Well, that's actually very similar to what you see in Bridge Crew. When you're the captain, you can turn on a navigational thing on the front view screen, which is a thing at the top that shows your speed and also shows where you're supposed to turn. You don't have to have it on, but it's exactly like that at the top, where it's like tells you what your speed and your heading and stuff. So,
and I'm wondering. It's super hard to tell, but is this nacelle a Galaxy class, just purple rather than blue, or the Centaur? Because the nacelle
looks like a Centaur because it's more of a movie era vibe with the purple. Because the movie era nacelle is blue, purple, not blue.
That's true.
And it just the back of it there, it's shaped a lot. It's very similar to a refit design. So and even the lines in it, it feels that to me. So it's probably the Centaur engine.
I don't know if they had in a purple or in a blue. Don't remember. From one appearance.
General Grievous, $5.
General.
If we get a good story from the classic Trek era, if with the shuttle number is the worst error compared to errors on newer Star Trek shows, yeah, exactly. I mean, that might not even be an error. There might be an explanation for it. Maybe it's going undercover and they repainted the one on the side, but not the front. I don't know.
And to clarify, not actually complaining. It's more of a things we note that
just observational things, yeah.
And they can very easily, swap that for fix that in the final game. And these are very easily fixable things, like seconds, and sometimes some ways. Then we get I like how much artistry is in this. There is a somehow craft going to this trailer. Starts with a reflection, cuts back, and we get to see this. There is a forehead bump, but it's
she's not Bajoran.
No,
we're saying. Yeah.
But
she's
an alien. I mean, we're going to see her later on, but she's an unknown. Well, an alien. Yeah. But classic red, nice depth of field, nice bokeh. Love the transition point. Oh, and then here she is. We'll start the first one so we can see more about her then. So she's in full red. She's a commander. Is that Naomi Wildman? No, she's got single bumps, single points.
She got like little horns. Things.
So anyone know what this minimally alien race is? Or she like 1/45th Klingon?
The uniforms are spot on. The command badge is right. I mean, there's so much to like here, and even the seats are right. The seats are very reminiscent of the ones we see on the Galaxy class. So.
Well, and if we, and again, we've got 4K, so we've got something lovely here. If we cut to the last shot, well, first of all, let's go straight to the MSD. I mean, that is a freaking Centaur. I mean, to the point of they actually did, I recognize elements from this, the shapes, the details. I mean, they did not mess around with stuff.
Yeah, somebody asked us, Katie Productions, is there a name for the ship? So what are your thoughts on it? It is the USS Resolute. And I think it's a great name, actually.
And it is 92317.
Yes.
But I can even tell those proportions are right, because I've done enough 3D work with the Centaur to know.
Yeah.
And they could have changed it more. And we'll see it later on. They really could have, and they really didn't. And that's probably quite a bold choice this modern era.
Yeah. I like the layout of this bridge. Looks like there's actually, like, a holographic table or a table thing that comes out maybe in front of them.
Oh. That's interesting. Or because we are... In theory, still the outside looks of the era. Maybe you want us to see if Sulu's table comes up because the right shape, the right placement.
Yeah. Well, they stole it from the Foley class bridge because I have that tracks into the floor. So that's okay.
I think I would prefer the little table rather than hologram because that's quite a big thing to suddenly throw in, especially as it's like right in between the view screen and the not view screen.
Yeah.
But those chairs are very Enterprise-y, but not quite. They're more rounded than the E. But they're basically hybrids of the E and the D. The D are much more, the front two are just D straight out. But it's got the hole at the back of the E. So it's a nice hybrid of, what it's trying to do, but it's not literal.
Mhm.
and that's a good way of kit bashing. Although it is a big bridge, but I don't know.
It doesn't look very big actually for me.
No?
No, I think it might be just camera angle, but
Okay.
or focal length, whatever you want to call it.
It's more just because that island in the middle feels so
Yeah.
removed from everything else.
Yeah.
Whereas in the other ships it kind of is a bit more, or I don't know, it just has a certain. I mean, it might be just a wide angle lens, but it does feel a bit whatever. And then what do you think of this sort of wharf-esque knot thing station?
Well, it's maintaining that visual cue of a horseshoe with the wood and whatever, but very different for sure. And Jeff Sturm says NCC 2000 had the same table. Yeah, it had that funky table in front of the captain's chair that was the same shape.
That's what I said.
So
Sulu's table just there to watch his tea get destroyed.
Yeah. General Grievous throws in $2. I wonder if the Akutas were involved. With Elcars like that, there's a distinct possibility.
They don't feel quite as ordered as a normal Elcars. I'll say that. I mean, if we can zoom in, which we can talk about now, to the one on the furthest right. And I don't like the blue as much, the blue and the green Nemesis style, but I know it makes sense for the era. But for me, it kind of loses itself a bit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's
well,
fine.
To be fair, the one on the upper console, like with the planet there, it seems like it should be on a panel because it looks like there's buttons everywhere that are just huge. It looks like they magnified and just slapped it on there, which is fine, I guess. But
no, you're right. It does feel like a, and then there's just some big. It just feels a bit more random, like they've just sort of. Oh yes, Elcars has this element and this element. Let's throw them together. Doesn't have that construction, and when Mike and such designed them, there was an engineering station, a science. They all had a different, distinct role, and having done several Elcars runs for ship interiors, like I have to be very careful with which one's engineering 2, there's engineering 1, because they have different things, and this is just Elcars on a screen, which not innately bad, but I don't think they put as much thought into that, which it really isn't the end of the world for this sort of thing. They look fine, they just don't have that same nuance. But the bridge is nice enough. Not my favourite though, but that'd be hard to do because other bridges are so good.
Yeah.
And we've got Boldly Go.
Yes.
And we've got
our first again with voiceovers.
Got our first alien ship in a landmark, which looks quite good.
It's funny. This scene reminded me a lot of the VR game called Farpoint, which is you're on an alien planet killing like aliens, and it's in VR. I played it on one of my late night lives, and it's the same kind of rocky terrain, the same kind of walkthrough. It's interesting. Obviously, it's Class M because she doesn't need a suit, but it's nice. Not much to say there. We don't know where we're at.
And the only thing I'll say about this, I remember you mentioned the uniforms a minute ago. The only thing I'll say about the uniforms, they feel a little bit plastic shiny and not actually fabric. The shoulders in particular, they haven't got that dense, light absorbing shoulder vibe because they're a pretty thick, dark fabric, and they don't have that feel in these. And I've also textured them, so I've also done the work. It's not really isn't in the world, and they're very, very good. Just doesn't quite have that same feel, but I mean, it is a very specific fabric inside a very specific thing. So I'm not going to give them too much shit for that. It's hard to do. Speaking of hard to do, next shot is a phaser battle with a spark.
Yeah, it looks like they might be, I don't know. This gave me very much like Elite Force vibes.
Yes.
Seeing these scenes. Even the targeting ridicule and stuff is very, Elite Force-y. And I don't know if those are alien, like energy aliens attacking the ship, or if, you're putting out plasma fires or something silly. I don't know.
But what impressed me about this is clearly a Voyager phaser. Like easily Voyager phaser, which is another weird anachronism because they would be Nemesis phasers, but that's my favorite phaser. So I'm like, yes, represent.
Yeah.
But if they ain't broke, don't fix them. And it's kind of hard to find a good still, because once it starts firing, it just gets lost. But yeah, Voyager phaser, easy, done, no remastering needed, just beautiful, and yeah, looks good.
And Katie Video Production says, I recognize the design of that ship. I think it might be a precursor to Prodigy. Well, it's the Centaur class. It was in an episode of DS9. And it's been the DS9 technical manual as well. So.
Or does she mean the alien in the flying scene?
Ooh, maybe.
Because I'm excited to see new alien races. I mean, that's where you can just kind of do whatever the shit you want in these sorts of games. I do quite like that rock shot, because she feels very out in the wilderness of, oh dear, I've been thrown, and beamed down here, and oh no, and.
Yeah, Katie Productions says, can we look at the alien ship again? It looked like something from Prodigy. I don't think it looks like anything from Prodigy, personally. Looks like generic sci-fi alien ship.
Well, honestly. I mean, it has those, I kind of get the neon lines, like the guy's red has. This has the neon purple, so I can see.
Yeah.
And hey, if they want to link to Prodigy, I mean, at this point, anything post TNG, bring us those aliens. Why not?
Mm.
Yeah.
And Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, says the woman with the ridge on her forehead could be a Talarian, although the males have a larger ridge.
Let's have a look. Which reminds me, but which species is that?
Possibly.
Oh, maybe.
Trianon. There's a Dobble girl in a DS9 episode who's a pretty identical ridge.
Huh.
The species is unidentified. Is that the Dobble girl wearing the red dress? Did you notice the Dobble girl in the red dress? Yeah, I programmed that.
You always notice the red dress, Stuart. That's a lesson we learned.
And Dan says, is that the back or the front of the ship? Who knows?
No, it's the back. It's flying away from camera.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it could be backing up too, but yeah, I think it's the back.
Well, we didn't hear beep, 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 so I don't...
That's true, there was no space beep, beep, beep.
No space beep. Speep. Space beep. Reveal the truth! Okay.
Oof. Alright, let me get the tricorder. And I like the fact that there's the heads-up display of the tricorder reading, I guess.
Yeah, that gives me massive Dead Space vibes, which is fine. Tricorder wise, again, this is a bit confusing because it's the TNG tricorder, sort of. No,
it's
it is
thinner than a TNG tricorder.
But it's the TNG one.
But it's got all the identifiable marks. Everything's the same. Yeah, absolutely.
I actually do have one. What was that? I do have one.
It's not the Voyager one, that's for sure.
Oh, no. Because of course I have one just right here. You missed the conversion one, but yeah, you can see the three. Yeah. Well, that's another bit of a question. How does she hold it like that? Huh.
Yeah, it's thinner at the top though.
I mean, this is not a well-sized one, but that's very strange. So they're using using Voyager phasers, TNG tricorders, TNG. What?
And Nemesis style uniforms in a motion picture era Centaur class.
Well,
it's a mix of everything.
Although in fairness, it could be because they were introducing DS9 uniforms technically, so that's as far back as we can go. And I'm still using Voyager phasers then. The tricorder shouldn't be used to that point, I don't think. EVA helmets, I guess we could... I mean, Voyager had them, and Voyager didn't know the Alpha Quadrant, but then they also somehow got the new rifles, tricorders, and phasers. Oopsie! So,
yeah.
And so maybe you could argue that they were in the database, but they just hadn't been given them yet. And so when they said, oh, we're alone now, we'll build the new stuff that we hadn't, that weren't submitted to us. That's a bit of a weird retcon, but interesting.
Yeah. No, I think so. So far we've seen like Elite Force style third person shooter, phasering. Mm-hmm. We got tricordering here, which is like scanning. So loving what's coming together here. Definitely some distinct possibilities.
And definitely not the space battle route. I mean, there'll probably something of that as well, but to go the real on the ground problem solving, that's something we have really rarely seen. Although Jason says, stow assets, guys, they aren't making things from scratch. No, these are higher poly than Stow assets. Stow assets are very. I mean, you see how small your characters in Stow, and like, no, these are much nicer assets. Like a lot. I mean, not like they're not like revolutionary assets, but they're much higher fidelity.
Historic of Vulcan tricorder user interface has always been laughably tiny. I think Spock's had a larger screen. Yeah, but Spock always held it facing the audience, and there's never anything on it on display, which pisses me off. I hated the way he held his tricorder. But
because he just wanted to.
Yeah, look at there's a little TV screen in here. I got proof.
Yeah. You know, only your choices, which we'll get. There's a choice moment in a moment.
Oh. It makes me wonder if if game has multiple replayability, like certain choices you make take you on different paths. I think that would be awesome.
Well, that's one thing Telltale's known for, is to have multiple endings, and it might still have vaguely the same thing. But I mean, I love branching choice games massively, and especially if you're still going to the same basic locations, then just modifying the parameters. Imagine if there's like 10 distinct choices in the game, and each one creates a different ending. You know, that would feel so cool to be able to push. And I mean, Walking Dead and all these things have multiple seasons of games. God, if this is successful, that could mean a genuine like continuation of having multiple narrative, sort of 5 to 10 hour campaign, really good Trek stories. That's freaking exciting. I didn't even consider that until right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We have 68 likes right now with 100 people here. 118 people, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get it to 100 likes. There's still the poll. We have 105 votes, which is awesome. Which is, who has seen the trailer already? Yes or no? 67% have said yes. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Star Trek Resurgence trailer. Look it up. And we also have a super chat from Mark Lawrence of $5. So thank you so much, Mark. What do the Admiral and the Ambassador think? Well, the Admiral was just like, oh, that looks cool. Hope you'll enjoy it, honey. She doesn't really care about gaming. She might watch me play it, but probably not, actually.
My dad hasn't seen it yet, but that's an interesting question I should ask. Well, Jason O says they are touched up for sure, but it's definitely Stow assets. What makes you say that? I mean, it's easier to rebuild a new asset at higher poly than to touch up a low poly asset. Yeah. All my 3D people say that. What makes you think that? And if the idea is to make
Thomas Maroney if they've been used for this, so.
Yeah. But, you know, a tricorder is very easy to build. It's just a box with things. I mean, and if the idea is to make it look like the show, then we're all striving for that same quality. So to know whose assets is which, well, if they're all meant to look a certain quality, then... So, yeah, let us know why you think that.
Ooh, and Ian is here, one of our moderators from the UK, who's not usually here for lives, but good to see you, Ian.
Good to
Thank
see
you for joining us.
Hey guys, please super chat if you can, because we're scary low again. Need to get at least another $150 really, because, you know, So 5s, that's what you think.
And 120 people, 78 likes, guys. We're getting closer to that 100 like mark, but we need a couple more likes. 22 to be exact. Hit that like button, guys.
But I quite like this sort of action beat cinematic style. It is cheating a little bit because of how dark it is. It's hard to kind of light a bridge like that. But there's also red alert, so it's kind of
yeah.
But you know, the amount of things that are being lit and not lit, it's like, why is she not lit? The chair's lit right next to her, but it's dramatic.
Yeah.
And you see what I mean about the jacket? It's sort of flat.
Yeah.
And even the way it's like into the undershirt is all like one. It's not actually one piece, but it's all geometry together. There's a certain homogeneousness, which is a bit fair on my 3D one as well, but because it is the way it's built.
Thanasis says, what the helm guy is Bajoran, what race is the officer? I see a ridge on her forehead. We're not sure. We talked about that a little bit.
A new alien, number 6.
Could be Talarian, I guess, is one of the guesses. So we just don't know. Good Old Gamer says, is the arch wood again? It appears to be, but it's hard to see. It looks like a dark mahogany kind of wood color. So
I think they would have to make it wood kind of flow. And this view screen in this reverse shot of him, you can tell the helm chair is basically the exact same as Enterprise D. Fantastic. You can also see a hint of the view screen, and there's the underlights of the motion picture era, and the so that's all pretty much what it should be. Although his LCOS panel is very lacking in terms of functionality. It feels kind of disjointed, like they've just sort of slapped together 6 like parts of LCOS. Does that make sense?
Well, it does, but I mean, if again going back to bridge crew, you can when you're at ops, you can change the display to be whatever you need, and you change it a few times depending on what's you're accessing. So, but yeah, I mean, on the Enterprise D, it was pretty static as to what it was. We never really saw too much detail on it when they were doing special things, but I'd assume that you'd be able to change your interfaces and stuff. So, but yeah, the color palette's definitely a Nemesis style color palette. So after you show the trailer, you should go to the official game website and read the info. Yes, Dan.
Which I'm gonna find now. Well, I search the game, it doesn't come up with the main website. So, what's its website? There we go. Okay, that's weird.
Area 51 throws in $5. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Not really a game player, but here to show some Trekyard support. Well, thank you very much, Area 51. You missed out on that first super chat strike. Mark Lawrence, one of our Federation presidents, got that for you. So,
yeah, they have quite a bit of information, so that'll be. Although it's a very simple website, but it's they have got a good amount of things. Maybe I should email them. Press inquiries.
Yeah.
See if we can get on the bandwagon because we want to be. Wahaha.
Yeah.
So then we have Save the Galaxy. Ooh. Do you want to save the galaxy, Stuart? I live in the galaxy, so I feel like it's probably.
I mean, Monday through Thursday, I'd feel like doing that. Friday, Saturday, Sunday's kind of my time.
And we are pretty busy on Friday, to be fair.
That's true. That's true.
Can we make time on Friday? I don't know. Ooh.
Next shot. First of all, I don't know what his rank is. That's like a special. It's almost like an O'Brien.
Yeah, well, it's totally unlisted or marquee. It looks like.
Yeah, it feels marquee a little bit. It actually looks like a SIM card for a cell phone, but that's beside the point. He was just eating his cell phone and got the SIM card.
Well, we know Korn can really, play havoc.
And the L-cars behind him seem like a jumble of colors.
Yes.
Which we've seen before on shows like Prodigy and stuff. In the Brig and Prodigy, there's a real interesting spattering of color on the L-cars. So that holds true, I guess. But very much more TNG vibes with that L-cars there. Could be a different ship altogether, actually.
So his rank pips imply unlisted, where there's a line. Like there is that line dash thing, but we've never seen a single one. So he's definitely unlisted, but an unseen before rank of unlisted. Huh. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the L cars. That's really interesting because that's definitely a lot more. Maybe it's an older ship. I mean, that'd be an easy way of having them sort of even use the same rough set interiors and then suddenly cut to a new ship and the stuff's older, just by adding more oranges. I do like the character models though. The skin's really well rendered. There's a certain realness.
The hair not so much, but that's
the hair not so much.
It's hair.
Yes. When hair is actually it's geometry with a transparency on it, so it's not even. Hair's always a big trick. Yeah. Whereas skin is especially if you like 3D scan people, etc. It's easier to do in theory.
And Joe Grimes puts in £5.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Always said 2 shows perfect for a Telltale treatment are Trek or X-Files. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Raylin Meister says the pips are new. No, because we saw the Commander has regular pips, so these are special. Because if you go to the next picture, we got a Trill lady who actually has a different set of pips. They are the same shape as this guy's, but they're a different color. They're black with blue, and she's got 2 light blue lines that are kind of like arrows in them. So they're actually different again on the next picture. So. Oh
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, different.
So I didn't know we swapped. So.
As I was talking, answer his question, I just mentioned it. Sorry.
That is very true. I mean, that'd be kind of interesting if they're kind of going almost a low decks vibe as well, but the unlisted side. I mean, you can't get more low decks and not even the full crew.
Yeah. Might be a petty officer. The rank is right underneath the chief rank, says JV. So he's an ensign according to the site, says KD Video Productions. Cool.
Ensign unlisted.
Yeah.
I didn't quite like her facial animation though in the scene. It looked a bit awkward. But
It's awful.
well, there you go.
General Grievous, $2. Could be an unlisted rank like Federation Marine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would work.
Marines. I mean, that makes a certain sense if it's you've got to go some level of military shooter slightly. So to include that.
Now I have a concern with the next picture.
Okay.
We've got the view screen, which is super cluttered, and we got the guy in the middle with the other cars behind, which looks fine. But I can also see the hull of the ship, which means that's a goddamn window, which bugs me. Unless they're just projecting like forward view, and you got like you chose to have the ship hull there. Maybe thoughts. I never noticed it till now. Like I watched the trailer like 3 times and it didn't really register with me. But looking at the still, ugh.
Yeah, there's later shots where you can even see the bridge window on the thing. Of all of the things to carry over from the Discoverse, from the Picard, from the all this stuff, yes, the ship has a bridge window. But that said, if you've got 9 things done right and 1 god awful thing, it's just.
Is this even the main view screen though?
Yes, you see it later as well. It is.
Oh, okay.
It's even framed the way Discovery does with the border and everything. And because guess what, Stuart? It's not see-through because it being on a bridge window means you have to make it not see-through because otherwise you'll see through them. So what was the point of a bridge window then? So it'd be a view screen. Yes. So certainly is that. Now, I'm hoping to justify it, they'll do a sequence where you're doing a spacewalk and you see the inside of the bridge. And you have to communicate to... So then it's like, okay, there's a gameplay reason why. Fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's certainly a disappointing thing. But if that's the only thing, okay, it's just, darn it. And also how wide it is. These things don't need to be that dramatic and broad. But now, do you think he's the captain of this ship? That if she's the commander, is he the captain that isn't there most of the time? Could be. Well, I mean,
got some interesting displays behind him as well. Dave though puts in £5. It's the same year, 2380 as Star Trek Lower Decks. Some interesting comparisons to be made.
Oh.
Centaur class versus California class, etc. Tech, uniforms, politics, etc.
Where? Okay, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Well, that means we might see. Hey, wouldn't that be kind of fun if we see the Lower Decks ship appear and Mariner's talking to them? I mean, animated CG. That might happen if it's the exact same year as Lower Decks.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Because then, well, it's like having, Stuart did do a lot of Trek video games back in his day. He said a Worf, Michael Dorn. They just did. They were always asked and they always did them. So they'd be, makes sense. They're available. But yeah, we've got the choice system with a rather almost hard to see. Not sure why they're white on a dull grey. But yeah, if we get to have some level of choice, it's always fun. And it's Mass Effectian.
Well,
and...
you say they're hard to see, but they move. The way they move in the trailer,
right?
Like they kind of move in, like they're very, very noticeable.
Okay.
So yeah, but
not everything's
which I
visible
like. It's kind of an interactive feel. So
yeah, not everything's visible from stills. But I like the idea of this. Yeah, if we have branching choices, that'd be so fun. Especially as, I mean, if you want more, if you want viral marketing, if you played a game and it's like, oh yeah, I destroyed the Antagonist, and the guy's like, well, I saved the Antagonist. You could save them? You could destroy them? What?
Yeah.
And then it's like, then you joined your party? What? Like that's how you create conversations. And for streamers, for gamers, whatever, if you have 7 endings, the person might play it 7 times. They get 7 times the viewership. So
it's like the movie Clue with Tim Curry. There was 4 different endings, and depending on which theater you were at, you saw a different ending. It was only when they went to home video that they had all 4 endings on there. So Area 51, $5. View screen camera was tilted down. Ensign Fishlowitz. I'll do an EVA to fix it later.
Yeah. Perhaps. Very much.
Okay. This next scene, though, gave me massive Star Trek video game vibes from the game Star Trek, which was based on a 2009 movie that I played on the PlayStation and I have upstairs. There's a scene where you're ducking behind things, like crates and things, because you're moving towards the end of this bridge. but there's like solar flares going off, so whenever it fires, you have to like get behind so you don't get killed.
Mm.
This gave me massive vibes of that when I saw this. Just the way the crouch and the crates are flying. It's so I'm seeing a lot from different games that I've played, and I think that it was probably a good idea to include a lot of that stuff in the trailer because it invokes memories in people of having played different games, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's trope of all games. Certainly gives you a Mass Effect vibe with how they're all proned, and I'm fine with that. I like the look into Alien Race, which we'll get to in a minute. When you have a video game, you need to use as many gameplay mechanics as possible, just kind of flesh it out as much.
Yeah. Horcross says in this pic she has 4 pips. Earlier she has 3. No, she's got 3 all the time.
Oh.
If you zoom in, she's always got 3.
Which we can because we're in 4K.
Yeah. The follow orders, disobey.
Yeah.
There's 3. It looks like 4 at first glance, but if you actually zoom in, you can count 3 and you can see the reflections. So the furthest one back looks a little big.
Oh yes, it's reflection. God, that's optical illusion, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an optical illusion. She's definitely a commander still. So
which makes sense in the functionality of the scene, and also you've got a nice little tricorder holster here as well.
Yeah,
although the lights are on, they shouldn't be on tricorders in the holster. I'm just saying they should be off unless it's doing a thing.
It's passively scanning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It beeps when you get closer to something and beeps less when you get further away.
Just a small thing there, just a small thing. Then you've got instructions to the new alien race, how they look. Yeah, cool. Kind of in a very tiny way, Gorn vibes with the color and the kind of scaliness. Yeah, I like them.
Actually, there was a show running the same time as Reboot and Beast Wars that was done by the same company called Shadow Warriors. These look like the aliens are part rock on them. So, but yeah,
cool. Yeah, but they look good. An alien of the week sort of vibe with a bit more money. I like the guy's throne as well. It's got sci-fi in it.
Yeah, it's Captain's chair kind of vibe to us.
The lady. Although is that it? Those aren't Iconian glyphs, are they?
Oh,
because they had the whole. I mean, you remember they had the pushing the triangles and the. Ooh, imagine meeting
I don't think so.
No, that would be bold choice to have Iconians in it as like random lizardy people. It's like we're the Iconians. What? Are you? Okay, sure. I guess. Why not? Now this guy, wow, he looks like a formal guy, whiskers and all.
It's like a general or a major in an army or something. So.
Well, which one's going to be the antagonists? Or are there multiple antagonists? Or is he a hero race trying to help? Or
well, this guy looks like the bad guy. The other ones look like the ones that needed help, maybe. Plus, this says purple, which the ship we saw earlier had purple. It'd be a visual tie in there.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, I like it. Good looking alien. Then we have Spark.
Ooh. Yeah.
Nice surprise for sure. Who the hell would expect Spock? Because he hasn't been in a video game since... Yeah. Long time. Well, I guess started online. But
it took me by surprise when I saw this. I'm like, ooh, now I'm really super interested. So, like, this was the little sting at the end of the trailer kind of thing. Like, the hook. Before we talk about that, though, 98 likes with 137 people here. Guys, hit that like button. Let's get up to 100. We still need at least another $100 in super chats if possible. So put in $5. Let us know what you think about this, your thoughts on it, and we do have the poll, which we should close now. Let's see, 139 votes. Who has seen the trailer? So 68% of our audience watching right now have actually seen the trailer. So
it's good. Go see it right now.
Yeah.
No, and while you do a poll, I thought, I mean, great Spock likeness. I probably one of the better ones, especially as the older you get, the more more detail you're going to add, the more wrinkles, the more sub imperfections. Young Spock is smoother and cleaner, and this is a super nice story potential because at this point he is, not senile like he is in 09. You can see he's getting whiter hair, but he's not there yet. Still an ambassador, but he still has knowledge of Starfleet procedures. He could link to Romulus and Remus and Vulcan, or just be called to something else. And the sound alike they have is rather good. Hasn't the same depth that Nimoy had, but of course not. He's not Nimoy. But, I mean, if you're going to bring him in as a real character, and that's a hell of a hero model, having as a real voice character adds so much potential.
Yeah, I thought it was Nimoy, like an unused clip or something, but
I think because Nimoy sounded like, I mean, even to get this sort of Nimoy, he'd have to be audio from him from that era. Because he did sound a lot older later on. So it's a very specific version. I mean, does this mean we're also going to see some Romulan stuff? It kind of implies that. I'm certainly all for that.
Yeah, I'm working on a poll here. I just got to check something real quick before I finish it. So
he looks like TOS Spock, but more weathered and grayer. Well, yeah, it looks like movies. Well, I mean, that's the thing. He looks like movie Spock, but obviously he is, because he was in Star Trek 6 and TNG at the same time. So he was movie Spock, just, so he should look that way. These stills have a prodigy look about them. That's a compliment to both, I think, because prodigy looks very good. Why using Spock? Well, because he's it's an easy win. If the sound alike doesn't charge as much as Nimoy, you have a very easy way of having a hero character and paying less. And narratively, I mean, maybe he'll say, back in my day, and he'll cut, hard cut to, Wrath of Khan. You have a bit of extra,
Yeah. I wonder if this is even available on PC, because I'm looking at the end of the trailer and it says available on PlayStation 4, 5, and Xbox Series X.
It's exclusively available on Epic Game Store. So I can play it on PC, just not through Steam.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, good for them, I guess.
I've got a poll up now as to which system you'll be playing this on.
Oh.
The Xbox Series X, the PS4, PS5, or Epic Game Store. So let us know. I will be playing on the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4, probably both. But I'd like to see the difference between the PlayStation 4 and 5, just graphically wise. So, yeah.
Well, certainly load times.
Yeah. Well, see, the PlayStation 5 is up in my ready room, and the PlayStation 4 is downstairs. So it depends where I am. I'll have it on both systems, obviously. So yeah, go vote in the polls, guys.
And I mean, I'm absolutely content with them using a non-Nimoy actor. I mean, they've had non-Harrison Ford to play Han. They've had non-David Prowse, James Earl Jones to play, Vader in every video game under the sun. So I'm not going to judge them for not paying Apple Zoo to get a dead character actor back. They don't want to quite put the money in to do reincarnation technology, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It's like a bit of de-age someone. It adds a whole new depth to what you can do, even if it's just throwing it in as a fun one-off scene. Yeah, it's all good.
Tezangari says Epic exclusive. I'd rather not use that platform. Why is that? Curious.
Some people don't like Steam. Some people don't like Epic. Some people don't like PS. Some people don't like Xbox. I mean, I didn't like Steam when I first got it, 15 years ago, because it was garbage. You had to get it to play Half-Life 2, but it's now really good. And I've got 170 games, etc. So I'm sure it's a timed exclusive anyway. So if you want to wait for Steam, it'll be there later, I'm sure.
Yeah, somebody just put in the chat, Matthew K. Your poll needs a wait for stream release option. You can only do 4 things on a poll, though, unfortunately. So
should have been Tuvok. Hey, maybe Tuvok in it as well. But that's the thing, though. If they get more than one season, like if it sells enough, I mean, they'll make more, and that's the perfect era to have everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. And Jordan S, it's not been it's just been announced. There's no page for it yet. It's not quite there yet.
General Grievous. Hopefully no throwaway line from Spock. Did you know I have a sister?
Oh God, that's true. They could do that, couldn't they? When I was young,
Michael Burnham
taught me, and then Sneak was the cameo. It's like, Sneak.
Oh no!
It's officially a Sneak crossover.
Why do you have to go and ruin it?
No, I'm excited about that'll be fun. And then we have the ship. Stuart, we have the ship.
The ship.
Which we can zoom all the way in on. You can see that front shuttle bay. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at those nacelles. I think that was the nacelle that we saw in that earlier shot. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. They've gone for a Enterprise B-esque Bassard grill because they haven't got Bassards on the TNG one, even though they should have in theory. And they aren't Centaur nacelles because Centaur nacelles are just Excelsior nacelles. So I mean, it's a simple. Okay, I just turned off.
I just turned back on.
Okay. Yeah. Simple. I mean, it's simple redesign. But boy, how faithful does that look, though?
Oh, it looks great. It looks really good.
But you can see the bridge window, big bridge window, and given the fact that you can see the windows in the saucer, that bridge window is like multiple. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah.
But we do know that the Centaur is a slightly misscaled ship because either you use Excelsior exact elements and it's one scale, or the other elements is another scale. So it's kind of a. I think the saucer's thicker as well. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Well, it looks good. I'm happy to see a familiar ship. Then we get a view screen shot.
Well, and it has a deflector as well. I mean, no one's missing a deflector, so it's. Yeah, I think it's also let's sort of finish the design.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Yes. And the warp is kind of a warp, but not fully. Boo.
And Turd Ferguson says Centaur's nacelles are not Excelsior nacelles. Not is in capital letters.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think they are slightly different. But these are differenter than the one that we saw in DS9 anyway. So, yeah. Is the Centaur an STO?
Mm-hmm. Multiple Centaurs.
Oh, there you go. I had to think about that. I'm not sure.
Oh yes, you're right. They are more custom.
Yeah.
And it's funny because there is a shuttle bay in the Centaur. It's just the awkward, Excelsior big thing, and the bridge dome doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's the thing. The scaling's all wrong on the ship, so they're kind of squaring the circle, as it were. Make it make sense. Cool. Yeah, view screen, and another shot. Are those windows out of alignment themselves, like Eagle Moss?
Could possibly be.
Because I don't think it's the motion blur, because the whole ship's in focus. Why would just those parts be out of focus?
It could be because of the impact of the shields. I don't know. I'm just trying. I don't know. But it does seem like they're misaligned a little bit.
I don't like how far forward the pennant, the registry is. That's a bit cumbersome to me. But it'll be fun to see the new iteration.
Yeah.
We clearly put some thought into it, and we certainly appreciate. Yes, Donnie, on Epic Game Store.
Yeah. The RCS thruster things are gray though, instead of yellow.
They were yellow in the earlier shot.
Really? Could just be because of the shield hits.
I mean, they're definitely a darker yellow, but they are still a yellow.
Okay, good. That's fine.
Yeah, but just nowhere near as popping. And obviously you've got the Delta, which no splits, but it has got a fire emblem in the middle, or something of the ilk. Probably a hint to something.
A resurgence of something is happening.
Yes.
Would be my guess. General Grievous, $2. Was that Kelvin versus warp effects I see? It's invoking it similarly, but I can see
closer than not.
I can see it being both.
Yeah.
because when you see the asteroid one, you can actually see streaks now, but they're probably slowing down at that point. Could be something strange going on, like an imbalance warp field, like in the motion picture.
Damn.
So
that person's right. Dan says, yeah, that is the Tkon Empire inner symbol inside this delta.
Oh, yes, I had heard that, yeah.
Hot damn. Do it. Ancient ruins, go back to Pascal. I mean, that tells us about it, doesn't it? That's a bit of a mini spoiler. Hashtag Tkon back. Is that what?
A little bit, yeah.
We'll give it
I'm
away.
Just watching the trailer real quick.
Shit.
I want to see that warp effect.
Hmm.
Okay, they're slowing down for those asteroids. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very warp tunnel-y, unfortunately.
Well, they can't win every battle, because I'm sure they won't do everything they want to do.
Yeah.
But the official video game website, which is bare bones right now, says, what type of game is it? Star Trek Resurgence is a narrative adventure game featuring dialogue choices, relationship building, and exploration, alongside dialogue-driven role-playing and rich branding storylines. There you go. You'll also engage with the Star Trek universe and a variety of other gameplay styles, including shuttle piloting, phaser fights, tricorder scanning, stealth, and micro gameplay mechanics. Nice. Sounds cool. Mm-hmm. First or third person. Directly control the player's movement in Star Trek Resistance. Use a third person over the shoulder camera. Dialogue-driven options are playable in a cinematic format. How many playable characters? There are 2 principal characters through this single epic storyline. And I'll swap between the 2. Okay.
It's the commander and the ensign guy.
Maybe. What period? It's 2380. Which Star Trek characters are in it? It features all new crew on all new starship. It includes characters that are fan favourites. And it's been made by Dramatic Labs.
That's plural. Characters that are fan favorites.
Yeah, someone in TNG is going to appear. One of the main 7.
Yeah.
Resurgence is created by Dynamic Labs, an independent collaboration of 20 plus former Telltale writers, developers, designers, artists, and producers. Okay. What engine are they using? Unreal Epic Engine. Okay, that's why it's on Epic Game Store, because it's using their engine, which is it's a good engine. And number 5 is very cool. And it's being independently published with Epic Game Stores on a license from CBS. So CBS isn't making it at all. They're just whatever. It's a single player experience without microtransactions, DLC, or other monetizations. It's a single big game, and then boom, done.
Wouldn't mind them adding DLC later, though. Like, when they say no DLCs, they don't mean you buy it and like right away you're like, if you want this, you need a DLC.
Yes, that's what they mean.
So yeah,
it's not a piecemeal experience. And to be fair though, a new game would be DLC. Like, we're gonna make number 2 now, or season 2, should I say?
General Grievous, $2. They just Googled Tkon Empire logo. Flame is a match. Yes.
Very cool. That's great. That tells us another, deep dive into the cool lore.
I mean, the Tkon Empire died out millennia ago, and then hence the name of this video game, Resurgence.
You'll say they might resurge.
I might be saying that there might be a resurgence of the Tkon Empire.
They might be saying that.
Maybe our job is to bring on that resurgence, or maybe their resurgence is in fact why we're there, and they're actually bad guys, and who knows? So,
all very, very possible.
Yes, all things are possible, or all is possible. That's the last episode of Discovery will tell you.
And I got one more poll in mind, but last poll, 55 votes. How you play this? 30% Series X, 5% PS4, 11% PS5, and 54% Epic Game Store. Sorry, Stuart. PS is not the force is not strong with PS. Okay.
Xbox is shit, so that's fine.
Bitch.
Not a band account. What's in $2? Will it have 21st century profanity and pessimism? I mean, it wouldn't be Star Trek if it didn't. Have to say shit at least twice in the episode. The Tkon, get off our lawn. General Grievous, $2. Somewhat Palpat's somehow Palpat Khan has returned. Is the purple uniform alien a Takan or whatever? We're not sure. I mean, either him or the other ones are. So,
well, or maybe not. I mean, we really can't say because the dude that they met was human with wrinkles.
Yeah,
he was a guardian, so they could do whatever they want, honestly, with that.
And Joe Grimes says Michael Dorn did tweet that he was returning to CBS, so that he's not in the shows. Yeah, I could absolutely see Michael Dorn returning for a Worf cameo in a game. Yes.
Well, I don't think he'd do a cameo though.
Or just as just returning in a game, yes.
Because remember he did tweet that, and then he was instantly in a trailer for another game, so that was already kind of a answered, and that was really just a cameo. But I have to go to the loo briefly. I put up a quick poll though, and it's determining sort of out of things to talk about for this game. Since Stuart told us the other game's out, I thought I'd hashtag lol. Would you like me to load up Armada 2 and see if that works? Because that'd be kind of cute. Vote now, guys, because you decide what happens. So
yes.
At least another $50 super chats. So, yeah, back in 1 sec. And hopefully we'll get votes.
Yeah. And 120 likes. 5 more likes would be awesome. Let's get to 120. Vote in the poll, and yeah, maybe he'll play some Armada as we kind of still talk about anything you guys want to talk about with Resurgence. I am excited for it, and I'm hoping that it's a good ride. I hope it's not a disappointment. I mean, with all things, you hope they're not disappointments, but, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes when I press no on a poll, it highlights yes, and vice versa, says Dan. Ooh, wow, that sucks. Sorry about that. It's not anything under our control, unfortunately, Dan. But 4 more likes, guys. 4 more likes get to 120. Let's see here. Not a band account, $2. Is there section 31? Multiple endings. 4K graphics. Probably 4K graphics because this trailer was in 4K. Section 31, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. And multiple endings, honestly, I think that would be something that Telltale likes to do. So I would say yes, probably.
I'm back. Not a band account. 4K is just a setting in the display. You can't really have... If you've got a 4K monitor, you can do 4K graphics.
Yeah.
That's just how that works. Nowadays, anyway. Like, you probably do it... I mean, if you put... Most games do 8K nowadays if you want to. It's just...
Yeah. Jordan says, I hope there are good puzzles to solve. The Batman Telltale games had good puzzles. Yeah.
It's because he was a... Batman.
I'm Batman.
And that's the thing, isn't it? That you need to have a real good amount of variety in gameplay mechanics for this to kind of pop.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, we'd want, really.
I just don't want to be disappointed by it. And so I don't want to have my hopes up too high, you know? But from what I've seen, it looks good. But again, it's a trailer. They're meant to look good and sucker you in, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's better than mobile gaming. Like,
well,
that's fleet command shit. Nah.
Some decent ships in it though.
Yeah, the ship designs are kind of cool, but
oh my god,
play the game.
Oh my god, this load up in 1 second.
Dun, dun, dun.
Should I turn hardware acceleration? Yeah. Ah. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Hold on. Okay. Everything's set very loud to me.
Stop it.
Well, I had to turn it off. Oh my god, I can max resolution of 1600 by 12. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Okay. So it looks like I should be able to... God, I missed this menu though. That's a great menu. Okay. Oh. Nah, no, did the Skype really go the whole time? Did the Skype go the entire time that I was playing with the game or not?
No, I'm alright.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the game's running. Let's see if I can add it as a what would it be? It'd be window capture. Let's see. I mean, it should just let me. No, that's the game client.
I'm purchasing the games right now.
Okay, it doesn't like it as a that, so I have to change it to a display capture. You have to tell me if it's actually visible. Okay, display. That's obviously the wrong thing. Go to that one. Don't want it in. Oh, well, I mean, well. Oh, come on, Kevin.
Come on, Samuel.
Hello. Alright, so we want on this display, which will give me that for a second. Oh. I should just be able to do that. And it should be on, so you tell me.
Hold on, I was doing something.
Okay, Army Federation,
still
obviously.
waiting.
Klingon. Lots of resources. Literally haven't done this for a long time.
Dan Ben says, how long would you like the gameplay to be in the Resurgence game?
10 hours.
Minimum 7 for sure, but yeah.
Yes.
Longer is better for sure. Yes, I can see the game, don't worry.
You can see the game? Oh my god. Oh. Buttons are very loud, okay. Okay. Right. Look at these 3D models. Oh my god, that's a model. Huh. It's also blurry. Oh, this is like going back in time, Stuart. Do you feel going back in time?
Yeah, I love
Gotta
this
go
game,
back in time. Oh,
Station construction.
what do I want to do?
Confirmed, Starfleet.
But look how cool it is. The work bees are actually
Station construction.
building it as they go. That's amazing.
All work
I
crews
still
report to station.
love these construction. Oh, even the back's back open.
I wonder if we can play together at any point.
Well, you assume the servers would. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's so cool. They come up. I mean, I assume the servers probably started some new ones or something to be able to work.
Starship construction commencing.
Venture Saber and Defiant.
Prepare the docking bays.
Starship complete.
Where is the stuff? Okay, I need to mine you.
Confirmed, Starfleet.
It's like, let's see if all my brain power comes back. That is debatable. Although, boy, there's a slow mouse. Oh, look at that Venture. Oh, it's like 7 polygons.
Begin a sensor scan.
Oh,
Starship complete.
so cute.
It's so cute.
Begin a sensor scan.
But they jump to warp as a great feature. So.
Valkyrie 417
Station
and
construction
$2.
commencing.
I never got to play Armada 2. I can't wait. Armada 2 is awesome.
Starship.
I have
Is that way?
on the laptop. I have it on there with the Fleet Operations add-on, and Fleet Operations makes it an interesting game as well.
See, I remembered if you can do a 360 around the ships, which is great, but you can't go in as far. That's not a bad looking texture model, and considering I do know the ships quite well now. But this way I get to. And then Defiant. Let's have a look at how good I did Defiant.
Station complete.
Not bad.
And Turd says, any mods loaded? I modded the shit out of this way back when.
I added so many Stargate ships. If only the Defiant had more power. You know what? Just for you guys, I'm gonna build like 30 Defiants and see how well I can do. The answer is not well. Because Defiants are not as powerful as you think they are. I feel like I should do.
Valkyrie says, "What's Fleet Ops? Fleet Ops just modifies the game with better graphics, different ships, gets rid of all the special weapons like the Corbomite.
Oh, does it?
That's
Yeah, it introduces new weapons and stuff. But yeah, Fleet Ops is great. It adds a bunch of races too to the Herogen and Species 8472 and yeah. So look up Fleet Operations as a mod for this.
Starship complete.
It's fantastic. It's really good.
It takes away a certain amount of the purity of the game, though. I'll say that.
It does. It does. Yes. But it's fun.
affirmative.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Have more races and stuff.
Was it?
And not
I That's
not
right.
the ridiculous
Follow my
weapons like
lead.
the Corbomite thing that bounces off ships and.
Oh, don't be
Like,
dissing
that's
that
cool.
stuff.
No, I love it. It's great. But
Research commencing.
But no, it's one of those things where it's just a different game at that point.
Starship
Yeah, and
complete.
this is now they might have changed it now, since well, I say now it hasn't been touched in 20 years. I think they haven't changed it.
Acknowledge Starfleet.
But you have to mod the individual notepad files for every
That's
single.
affirmative.
So if you want to add a ship, it's got to connect to the weapons and the construction tree, all that stuff, and you even got to like link
That's
a
affirmative.
JPEG, I believe, to the all sorts of stuff.
Set a new course.
Starship complete.
But it's very doable. I remember I had the Aurora class from Stargate, and 30 or 40 of ships just getting annihilated.
Research
it's
commencing.
amazing how like they put out a good game and then
Confirmed start.
modders everywhere just make it 5,000 times better.
Often because they run out of time.
Yeah.
Make it so.
They have a little bit of free time on their hands to mod stuff.
Battle stations.
So I'm against the. Can I speed up time in this? I don't think I
Station
can.
construction
Well, I mean, apart from the normal one. I always love the turret. Are you playing it too?
Station construction
I'm not.
commencing.
Not yet.
Standing
Not
by.
yet. But isn't that just the most amazing thing, watching these construction houses being built, just one polygon at a time?
Yeah.
Such a great concept.
Not a band account, but then $2. What is the most nacelles ever on one starship? 4. Oh, no.
Prometheus
There's
is
the,
6 technically.
Complete.
Technically.
Yes. Are we talking canon or non-canon? Because there's also the what's that carrier?
Starship complete.
Yeah.
That is a logical.
Typhon? No. Yes.
Yeah, the Typhon. Typhon. Yes.
Starship.
Okay, so
Station
I want a
construction
sovereign.
commencing.
Give me sovereign. It's funny how back in the day it felt like a more deep game, but really, I mean, it isn't.
Starship.
I would argue the point that Prometheus has 6.
I know you.
Prometheus has 4 as a ship. When it separates, each ship has 2 though. So there are 2 hidden
Yeah.
ones, but you can't use the hidden ones while it's in Prometheus mode.
I mean,
so
you could try.
Commencing.
maybe.
Would go well. Oh, look at that!
Starship.
I'm literally watching Galaxy Class getting built in front of me. That's amazing. Oh, there's those. Those are like 6 polygons.
Complete.
2 more likes, get to 125 would be awesome, guys.
Oh, those are just not so good.
At least another $25 would be like.
Status
Wow.
But what do we really need, Stuart?
Just been.
Alter course.
Starship.
At least 75
Yeah.
for like the bare minimum, but it's okay. Whatever, it happens.
Alter course.
Figured there'd be more love for discussion on a game, but that's okay.
Oh, people turned up. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
seeing those being built is cool.
Alter course.
are you playing now?
Changing heading.
No, I'm watching
Oh,
yours.
I can only
full
select
screen.
so many goddamn
Battle
Defiance.
stations.
Okay, fine. Defiant Squad 1 over here.
Standing by.
Starship.
Can you imagine though if you were actually the Klingons and you faced, literally like 15 Defiants? I mean, would not shit be in your trousers?
Starship.
And they're all going to get massacred as well. Like, this isn't even going to be funny.
Makes you wonder if they have 2 anuses, like 2 shitholes. Do they shit out 2 holes? I don't know.
Starship
Goodness.
complete.
Exploratory Live says, do you have any merch? Yes, we do. It is down in the description below. There is a link to a TeePublic store and the Teespring store. I would suggest the TeePublic store. They have better deals and really great merchandise.
Legitimately
check out the
high
TeePublic
quality, like, stuff.
Yeah.
The shirts are actually
So
really, really good.
Starship
We
construction.
do have merch,
commencing.
Explanatory Live, so thank you for asking.
Station construction commencing.
Okay, let's take a look at this Akira then. Because I can literally compare them to how it looked in the movies.
Station.
Oh.
And Sirac says, have you played the Stellaris Trek mod called New Horizons? Yes. I used to have it on this machine. I didn't play it much because I didn't like it.
Yeah, I downloaded Stellaris, I was told to, and I didn't get it. I played it for like a couple of hours and was like, I don't understand any of this, and I'm quite good at games.
Yeah.
Starship.
Whereas like Armada 3 is just like, oh, that's a really good game. That's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh, Stuart, look at those.
Starship
Look at those intrepid nacelles when you get there. They ran out of polys. And also, oh, they got it wrong. Ah, they got it wrong. They just cloned the nacelle. They flipped it.
Starship
There aren't lower. I don't think. I had just rendered for a while. Deflector's pretty good though. Oh, and there's a blinky on the. There's a blinky on the wave rider for some reason.
Starship complete.
And the warp projections that are in place. It should be way further back. Oh, there's so few polygons. That's great.
This is what I used to do with this game. Just fly around the ships, look at them up close. I was a ship guy. I always have been.
Starship
So, what's wrong with the cells on the Intrepid?
Oh, they just
Oh, okay.
boxes all hell.
Yeah. They don't look bad though. They actually look better in my opinion in the
What?
game than they do. Yeah.
Say what?
Yeah.
Armed and
You
ready.
sir,
That's it.
you sir are high on prune juice.
Maybe.
Changing heading.
Maybe.
Now, do you think the Klingons can take on my 2 squadrons of Defiance?
Yes. Yes, they can. Defiance are shit in this game.
Apparently they are.
construction commencing.
God, imagine if I could find a download mod for it and install it in the game like while we're playing. It's like, oh, let's add a hero Defiant.
Starship complete.
I really couldn't do that.
Understood.
I know. Well, I've got a couple of galaxies, which will not help at all.
Starship complete.
Okay, got 2 squadrons of
Battle
Defiance.
stations.
I'm sorry you can't watch this live, Stuart, because you'd really want to see that many poor crews getting massacred.
Starship complete.
Dear me. This is not going to be a good day.
Enemy
Oh.
engaged.
Oh, yeah, I love all the
Station
pulse
is
phases.
under attack.
Oh, is it a good day to die?
Commencing.
Oh, they're attacking me first. Ah! No!
Reroute power to weapons.
No! How many Defiants am I going to lose in this single defensive battle?
Reroute power to weapons.
I took so long to make them.
Acknowledge Starfleet.
Okay, I didn't. Oh no, there's another one. Oh no, they have cloaks.
Changing heading.
Oh no.
Standing by.
Okay, I didn't lose any Defiance. Now the Defiant Armada can begin. It's going to be so bad.
Battle stations.
Okay, let's
Standing
go.
by. Standing
Wait.
by. Acknowledge Starfleet.
Oh, they stretch as well.
Just tell me where to go.
Station is under attack.
Just tell me where to go.
Unable to.
Oh yeah,
respond.
great bomb that planet. That's nice. Kah.
They should remaster this with STO models. So good old gamer.
Hmm.
They should remaster all these old games because
Wouldn't take much. Just
Enemy engaged.
Just tell me where to go.
Okay, let us.
Awesome.
Battle stations.
'Cause it's just a wonderful simplicity, you know.
Standing by.
Okay, that's a lot of Defiance.
Acknowledge
So what you've all been waiting for, guys.
Station is under attack.
I don't care if my station's under attack. It can defend itself. Probably can't. Fine, I'll make some more ships.
Starship construction.
Okay, there you go. You should be fine.
Begin a sensor scan.
Oh, they're all gonna get massacred, Stuart.
Understood.
Just tell me where to go.
You're gonna be fine.
I don't think they will be.
Acknowledge Starfleet.
And Clark 85, yes, we know all about it.
Standing
He
by.
says there's a really good mod for Star Trek, Sins of the Solar
Just tell me
Empire.
where to go. That's affirmative.
Reroute power to
Although I
weapons.
prefer Armada 2's gameplay mechanics to the Sins of the Solar Empire, honestly.
That's affirmative.
I
Definitely
just never
sim.
got it. I just
Yeah.
never got into it, so.
Yeah, definitely simpler.
Standing
Okay.
by.
Oh,
Battle
well.
stations.
Begin a sensor scan.
I mean, 8 Defiance took out that.
Enemy engaged.
I mean, okay, if I could win again. Oh, okay. Ah, there they go.
Standing by.
Okay, everyone
Standing
go
by.
against. Shoot them.
Acknowledge Starfleet.
Okay. It's the epic battle of life and death, Stuart.
Complete.
The Defiants are trying. They're pulse phasering.
Acknowledge Starfleet.
That's affirmative. That's
I
affirmative.
wish you all the best.
Well, I'm actually winning. I've lost most of my Defiance, but I'm actually winning.
Reroute
Huh.
power to weapons.
I don't consider just using Defiance before. Well, maybe I have. I was like 10 at the time, but.
Reroute
Oh,
power to
if I could win with
weapons.
just Defiance. Huh.
Bring up local
Oh yeah,
storage
destroy
pods.
the. Oh yeah,
Battle stations.
Starship.
What do you put their autonomy to?
Standing by.
Like, to
Just tell me
do
where
their
to
own
go.
thing, or to follow your orders, or to use special weapons, or... I go with the middle one, which is use the special weapons and... but still kind of follow formation. I hate when they break off when you set them to smart.
Star charts.
I don't.
Totally fuck up your
know.
plans.
None? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Oh, that's when in the shipyard you select how they come out,
Full ready.
how smart they are.
Enemy
Can I
engaged.
clone a ship? I just cloned 3 3 galaxies from one
All
galaxy.
sections stand by.
Because you can do that for a short amount of time. Wow, my Defiance did kick butt, Stuart. They're the second worst thing in the game. Oh, okay. Cool. I thought we were all going to die.
Begin a sensor scan.
Right.
Just tell me where to go.
Glory to them and their house, I guess. Wait, wrong faction.
Guess you're wrong.
Yeah. Oh, good job, guys.
Acknowledged.
I know in Armada you can, or the Armada 3, you can have them automatically search, but,
Standing
huh.
by. Standing by.
Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, there's that
Unable to
dude.
apply.
Target
Yes, you
primary
can.
systems.
Yeah, there's a little brain icon. There's 3 different settings. If you
Oh,
set
yeah.
the second one, they automatically use their special weapons.
Mm.
If you set it to the smartest one, they'll take off after ships on their own, which when you're doing a fleet action is really annoying.
You're right. I got search and destroy.
Enemy
You're right.
engaged.
We can do that.
Standing
You can have it set at the space dock so each ship comes out whatever setting you want, or you can just adjust them all individually
Okay.
when they come out.
My fleet is now search and destroying. Let's do some more.
Ship at full ready.
I just made 3.
All
I just made so many galaxy classes. Using the clone ship ability. Which isn't really a clone ship ability, but...
Understood.
Huh. Oh,
When
there's
does Discovery come on every week? Thursdays.
a Cisco. What?
Discovery.
Oh, I heard when Cisco come on, I was like, what?
Starship
Oh, I took a steam runner while we still have some... Oh, yeah, the purple planet, the purple dilithium mine.
Yeah, the lithium moon
Starship complete.
Let's
or
have a-
asteroid.
Let's have a look at this steam runner. See, it's funny because some of these ships actually, in theory, have more texture detail than the ones from First Contact because they would actually...
Starship
I win! I won with Defiance! I'm so surprised.
Set a course.
Did it. Woo!
Starship complete.
Good job.
Can I get a $5 well done? Or kapla? How do I... Your Admiral's log. My military was over double theirs. Economy was worse. Science total. Haha. I lost 24. I built 61. My timeline. Oh, poor Klingons. They had a real bad day that day.
Screw them.
Yeah, what have they done for us? Okay.
Yeah.
How do I... Yes, I know I'm victorious. How do I leave
Starship complete.
without just quitting the... Oh, I guess I can't. Okay, abort? But I won. Okay.
Right. Sublet says, "Hey guys, sending greetings from Florida." Well, thank you so much. Hello to you.
Hi. Okay, now I'm Borg.
And Good Old Gamer says, "Is this the game where the Akira has the chain lightning weapon?" Yes. The
Yeah.
Corbomite. I forget what it's called. No, wait a minute. No, that's what the Sovereigns have. The Corbomite shielding. So everything like bounces back off the Sovereigns back to their who's attacking them.
Yes.
But yeah, it has a. I forget what it's called from the Akira, but it's a boom, 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 boom. It's like 4 or 5 targets.
Okay, so now I'm going to be some Borg, and I'm going to assimilate. You know, just gonna.
Go for it.
And I remember that being so surreal. They could make Borg stuff. Just thought they had to design Borg everything. It was weird to me.
Initiating station construction.
It's like it's got to be shapes, but not shapes. I mean, now we've got access to this as an available thing. These would be kind of fun to models to rebuild in more high poly. 'Cause I mean, what the hell is this?
Station
This is the, you know, it's like, I don't, but it's still cool.
The collective must grow. Confirmed. Initiating vessel construction.
Just how quick can you build everything?
Initiating station construction.
Borg work bees. That's weird. That is
Vessel
weird.
construction complete.
Okay.
Activate all alcoves.
Are you playing yet?
Nope.
Oh. What are you doing?
Yeah, just
Vessel
talking to my
construction
kid who's got questions, and I'm like, I'm alive. And
Oh, is this the birds and the bees sort of talk?
No.
Ah. Well, give us another like goal, and I guess we can head out.
135 likes right now. Let's get 5 more. Let's get to 140. Honestly, another 25 would be awesome in super chats, at least.
Yes.
But yeah, any super chats would be greatly appreciated. Right now, Not a Band account has a $2 last super chat slot. So if anybody wants to snipe it from him, go right ahead.
I want to get a Borg cube out into the world.
Instructions received.
Do you remember the Borg voice getting quite annoying after a while, though?
Yes.
Researching additional technology.
Borg recycler? I don't remember. Technology simulator?
We will
Trying to translate what everything does.
initiating station construction.
Oh, it's in the middle, isn't it? Okay.
Unassimilated species
Oh.
engaged.
Okay, there's the blue Klingons for some reason. Okay, how do the Borg spheres look? It's like 9 blinkies on the interceptor. That interceptor looks like the holo ship for some reason. Why?
Vessel construction complete.
I need all the Borg power, Stuart.
Researching
All of them.
technology.
Ooh, Borg horror game like In Isolation. Jeez,
Yeah.
that would be.
Station construction.
I can imagine a zombie game. Would you want a zombie game with a Borg?
Construction complete.
I feel like that could be
Might be
fun.
interesting. Might be
Yeah.
atmospheric and cool.
Yeah.
Kyle Wong puts in £2, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ooh, TX Stevens B puts in a $25 super chat. Awesome.
Boom.
Saves the day. Kind of.
Yes.
Love watching other people play this game. Yeah, I should do a live of this at some point later too.
But this is
I
when
love playing this.
you mod and everything. It's like, oh look, now I've got a Gould mothership.
SWTX Chaser $5. Resistance is futile. I must super chat. Well, there you go. Thank you so much. It's SWTX Chaser. You're now the last super chat slot. So thank you to everyone that super chatted. TX Steven, that saved our bacon.
What do we
amazing.
need to get to our minimum? How far are we there?
Wow. Our minimum is still.
Objective
Oh
received.
shit! I can't math. Another 35 away.
See,
at
that's
least,
not
but-
that's not that far.
Ow.
I'm just saying it's not that far because I still need to get a Borg cube out, so we've still got that much time.
Initiating station construction.
In fairness, I
Couple
don't,
fives, guys, would be awesome, but if not, that's cool. I don't want to sit here and beg for money because that's not cool.
no. We watched me play Elite Force, mate. Not Elite Force. I don't remember how you get.
I'm gonna say what?
I'm so confused by the tree of this. I think it is different, but I can't remember. What a Borg cube! I want a Borg cube, Stuart. Then I can go wreck shop. I don't remember what I have to do. Guys, how do I get a Borg cube? Because I think I got this. A collective hub. What is a collective hub? I don't know what that does. Okay, well I got to.
Vessel construction complete.
Trying to remember now.
Okay, now okay, there we go. A cube and a diamond. Stuart, I could do a tactical ball cube, fusion cube. I've been.
Kyle Wong, £5. Sorry, late. I'm not getting your notifications. No one is. It's just welcome to YouTube.
Well, yeah.
Construction complete.
Stuart,
I actually found out if you stream or do videos on too regular of a basis, like without a 3-day separation, YouTube will not send out notifications because it will keep pinging people all the time, and people complain about it. So if you do too many lives or too many videos, that's why notifications don't get sent out. I think it's an excuse, personally, but might be an explanation as well. So Kyle Wong, you're now last super chat slot, so that is awesome.
but we're only what 28 away now.
All 25. Well, yeah, 28. Yeah, 27 actually.
Because you can see me get my first Borg tactical fusion cube in like 15 years, Stuart. Because we made those jokes.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
I
you.
know.
Vessel
Tick Stevens, I will.
complete.
Oh, there's my first cube.
The collective.
It is simply textured. Although, in fairness, relatively high res for the time. but
They look
also
pretty good. All the models in this game look good, actually, considering.
okay. Let's simulate something. Now, because you can do transwarp, I remember you can do transwarp conduits between things. That's how.
Isn't that what the hub's for?
Yeah, because these things are OP. That's the whole point. I mean, you're playing
Yeah.
a species of death. But I want to simulate something.
We will adapt.
Fusion cube. I want it.
Proceed.
Although this cube looks a lot smaller, I remember. Actually, wouldn't that be interesting if you could rescale them via modeling as well to make an actual proper scale? That'd be kind of fun. Because I remember, if you're very clever, you can like assimilate everything,
Species engaged.
and therefore like have their shipyards and stuff. Although, boy, that is a
A good old gamer says, I never got the point of tactical cubes when normal cubes regenerate. Tactical cubes have armor plating that protects the weak spots, which they are vulnerable in if you hit them enough, as we see in First Contact, where they keep getting pummeled in the same spots. And even Picard comes in and like, focus all your fire here. That's what tactical cube's for, to cover those.
well. It's also you got to think the tactical cube is a response to the 8472 ships, which their
Yes.
beams can just rip right through the
Cut
main.
right through.
Yeah, so and if they could do it, there's no amount of time till other races could, and so yeah, they just said, well, you know what we'll do? A cube plus armor. And then the Borg King was like, Jerry, it's a good idea. I'm buying that idea. And then she bought it and then she killed Jerry. It was really sad.
Geraldine Karstensen throws in a $25 super chat. Amazing. That
See,
saved the
Stuart?
day. That got us to our minimum. So thank you so much to you and TX Stevens and everyone else that super chatted. But says just got here just in time for what? I don't know. To save the day. You're our hero today. And for the last super chat slot. But then General Grievous snipes in with $2.
So close.
Says imagine the Borg trying to assimilate Ryza. LOL.
They ended up partying too much.
Jahamajaran is resistance is futile.
Yes. Okay, so I've got one cube. I got several more on the way. I got a diamond being built.
Assimilated species engaged.
Oh.
State new direction.
Yeah, it'd be really fun to do it like a correct scale mod.
State objective.
See how they all look different.
Mm.
Okay, let's look at this diamond then. Okay, that's a very accurate diamond. They put F into that. Wow, that's very good considering you'd barely see the diamond in the show. Huh, good job. Shield remodulation, computer override, nanites, and ultrinium burst. What's ultrinium burst do? Okay, it damages things. Right, fair enough.
Most things do that are weapons based. Just saying.
Yeah. So I wonder if I can transwarp right into their house. That's my aim here. I'm just going to transwarp in with a board tactical fusion cube.
Give it a shot. Go, go, go.
I feel like that's a sense. That's just a sensible reaction to anyone encroaching our space. 2 tactical fusion cubes.
Relocate
Yeah.
to grid.
Makes sense to me.
Absolutely.
Vessel construction.
I remember liking the story in #1 better. It's all time fun stuff. But also, it's even simpler gameplay. This isn't exactly complicated.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it?
No, it's such a good game.
It shows you don't need too much more. You just need this. And this, you would think, wouldn't be that hard to recreate, like, now by a fan. Simple, simple models from Star Trek Online or whatever.
Relocate to grid.
It's just, simple controls. Not as if the AI is ever doing much. Just, attack.
Relocate.
I don't know.
Proceed.
See if I can find. How do I? There's a way of tracking them, but I can't remember how you track. Oh, found them.
Assimilated species engaged.
Wow, that base destroyed 2 of my spheres instantly. What a meanie.
Sector. The collector.
Let's see. SWTX Chaser $5. Which member races of the Federation would the Borg not assimilate, in your opinion?
By your command.
Well, yeah, the Packlids, obviously, but they're not a member of the Federation, so.
I mean, all of them really. That's the whole point.
No, which ones would they not assimilate?
Yeah, all of them. That's the point. They wouldn't say no to any of them, I don't think.
Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, you've only got Tellarite, Andorian, Human, Vulcan. Why would you not assimilate any of them?
You got way more than that. You got like 50 plus.
No, member. Well, I thought I meant founding members.
No, not founding members.
Well, we don't know the 500 member races then, do we? Or the 200, so I could not say then. Oh, look at my little
They would assimilate the Vulcans. They would assimilate the Tellarites and the Andorians.
Oh, that's
They
interesting.
obviously want humans, so yeah, it's fine.
That's interesting.
They
The
assimilate everybody.
yeah, they're not that picky. It's interesting. The Borg basic ship had a little Borg logo on it, which is quite cool, and it actually has a light effect whenever it fires, which interactively lights the thing. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, 3 out of my 4 cubes. I need
So SWTX Chaser now has the last super chat slot. So
Vessel construction complete.
can we get 6 more likes? Get to 150 maybe while this goes on.
Researching additional.
That's my first tactical cube, Borg tactical cube, which they forgot all the side details, but that's okay.
Proceed.
Is there anything else I haven't built?
Technology acquired.
Technology simulator. I don't know what that does. I feel like that's this, yeah. I mean, let's get it anyway.
Objective
For what it
received.
does, but
Initiating
I could just build a
station
second
construction.
ship construct. Would be a little bit easier, wouldn't it?
The collective must grow.
Exactly. Must grow. Did you ever play this with your brothers or anything?
Comply.
No, my brother wasn't into gaming when I was playing this.
Do you want to put a new poll up as well, saying like, did you ever play this game back in the day? It's been interesting to see how many people actually did play it.
Well, we're winding down now, so
Oh yeah,
no
but, you
sense doing a new poll.
know. Well, fine.
If we had a live dedicated to doing this, yes, absolutely. But
It's still got 98 people though. Okay, just need my normal cube.
Construction cancelled. Initiating vessel construction.
Joe Grimes, £5. The best Trek game is the mod for Stellaris called New Horizons. It's a grand strategy you can play of any Trek race with choose your own adventure.
Can you space battle on it?
Researching
I don't know if you can on that game.
researching additional technology.
Don't know. Okay, now our transwarp. I think transwarp are 2 ways. So if you set it, the baddies can throw in as well. Oh god, look at those textures. Ah, the model's even broken. It's not even properly done. Says me on my 4K display. Okay, last cube is almost done, Stuart.
Station construction complete.
2 more likes, guys. And Joe Grimes, you are the last super chat slot right now. So if anybody else wants it, it's there.
And thanks for, telling us that
Technology acquired.
this game came out, because, haven't played it in 15 years.
That's my job.
Construction.
Okay, now, do you have to do anything to Tactical Fusion Cube, or just have them all together? I feel like it's just all together. It's not. Okay, how do you do a Tactical Fusion? Oh, damn it. Guys, how do I make a Tactical Fusion Cube?
I don't think you can.
Researching additional technology.
Well, there's a button, I just don't know how to... Hey, somebody have to... Could you Google it for me?
Additional technology acquired.
Because I think I have to do something. I have to, like, research something, but I thought I've built everything. But I clearly haven't, if I...
The collective must grow. Additional
It can't be
technology
from that, but I'm
acquired.
sure we already have this one.
Confirmed.
I don't know...
Initiating station construction.
I don't know, guys.
Vessel
Tell me.
construction complete.
Press Alt F4.
By your
Can I look at
command.
the buttons? Oh, hold on. Oh, it worked out why.
Construction complete.
I need
Okay,
8.
okay. I can't really find any information.
I need 8 Borg cubes, not 4.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember needing 8, but okay.
Yeah, you need 4 on top, 4 on the bottom.
But that makes sense though.
Initiating vessel construction. Construction.
Okay, well I've got 2 building things. It's fine. Fine. I'll just send 4 tactical fusion cubes to attack the baddies then. One
Matt Boardman, $5. I'd love to see an assault on a Borg ship done by a bunch of Bajoran solar sail ships. Trojan horse. Yeah.
That would be interesting.
General Grievous, $2. Well, Sam, when two Borg ships love each other very much.
I mean, that's a way. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see how bad the tactical Borg cubes really are. Mwahaha.
Assimilated species
Ha 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 ha.
by your command. By your
Probably
command.
quite powerful. Well, that's getting blown up real quickly.
Proceed.
How can one starbase do that much damage?
Starbases have like phaser 10s in Starfleet battles. Those are powerful.
Yeah,
And lots of them.
I guess. There's so many.
And don't go up against one in Starfleet Command either, because yeah, they'll kick your ass pretty quick.
They will wreck your shop.
Vessel construction complete.
Okay, so I've got 5, and I've got I've got 6. I've got 2 underway. It's all good, Stuart. It's all good.
Good job.
Thank you. Even though you should be able to make a tactical fusion cube with 4, because you just 4. It's just 2 on 2. There should be 2 tiers of tactical fusion cubes. There's a 4 and then the 8. And then the 32. And that'll be like so. Oh, that's not space battles. Cool. It'd be so drastic. Oh my god, there's gonna be so many cubes. And it's gonna come out of a transwarp network and it's gonna say Mwah! Pew pew pew. I wonder how much CPU power I'm using right now. Do you think it's hitting my graphics card hard on this?
No.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think you can more on transwarp hub. Oh, I can. Okay, cool.
Objective received.
Captain Ron Phillips, you guys play this new game live on the channel? Yeah, I'll play Resurgence live when it comes out on for sure.
Absolutely. If we both do different versions, we can see how we each react to it. It could be quite fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I need one more. Oh.
All alcoves. By your
George Brinson says that you guys aren't playing the Fleet Ops mod. Well, he just downloaded it, and he doesn't have Fleet Ops installed, so...
Besides, I want to play the vanilla.
I have it on my other computer, the Fleet Ops, but...
Okay, I've got 8 Borg cubes, Stuart. The savior of the Federation, the savior of the world is here.
initiating cube fusion.
Because, you know, Borg are here to save everybody.
Initiating station construction.
Oh. And they're stuck.
Cube fusion cancelled.
Come on, do it. Come on. Go, guys, go. Fuse. Don't just stand there watching. Fuse. Guys, what are you doing?
Cube fusion
Why
cancelled.
aren't you working?
Vessel construction complete.
Okay, do it now. Do it. Do it.
Vessel construction complete.
Oh, there we go. It's happening. It's happening. This should be in. This should be in Star Trek Picard, you know. The 8 cube monster with weirdly textured lines in between it. Don't know what they're trying to be. There you go, guys. 8 Borg cubes combined. You thought it was bad in Best of Both Worlds? Well, you never fought a tactical Borg cube this thing before.
Serve the collective.
Okay, let's transwarp into Klingon territory and do some damage.
Transwarp conduit detected.
Are you ready, Stuart?
No.
How could you be? It's so epic. If this guy fails, I've got a tactical fusion Borg cube going.
Alcoves.
We hit 150 likes, which is awesome, guys. And
Yeah.
General Grievous' last super chat slot right now, so...
Right, there we go. So in theory, it's one ship should be able to do everything.
Assimilate this
Good luck.
vessel. Proceed.
And I remember I can also destroy the Ferengi if I want to. Yeah, there we go. Ha! Ferengis. You suck.
Invalid objective.
Just gonna bomb this planet. Oh, I got it already. Shit. I killed all the Klingons.
Good job.
It's as if a tactical Borg fusion cube is quite powerful, or a
Adapt.
maybe self-destruct just for the lols.
General Grievous, $2, initiating Borg Cube threesome.
Relocate
goodness.
the grid. We will adapt.
I need one more for a tactical fusion Borg cube. Oh, it's gonna be so bad.
Matt Boardman with a $2 tactical cube snipe.
Command.
Yes. Most powerful thing ever. Wish I write a fan film where we just fight one. It's just like, what? What? Because that's what we want to see. 8 cubes together. Matt, shall I use Mark's Borg cube model and do 8 of them? Do you think my PC can handle that? How many polygons is that model, Matt? Like 1.3 million?
Is that all?
No, I think it's more than that. And now the literally ultimate beast in the galaxy, the Tactical Borg Fusion Cube. As they awkwardly spin. No, I broke it again. Just got 2 Borg cubes spinning in the air.
Cube fusion cancelled. Initiating cube fusion.
Yeah, 8 of them would definitely die. Okay. Because the Federation were never really threatened by one, you know, one cube. Let's do 2 fusion cubes.
We serve the collective.
Oh. Okay, fine. Okay. I think that works.
Station construction
No, that didn't work.
complete.
Does it need more
Vessel
power?
construction complete.
Joe Grimes, 2 pounds. Voyager armored, snaking
Oh.
through the nebula snipe.
Yeah, seriously.
Engaged.
And I just saw a Federation fleet, so they're doing something. But if I go annihilate all of their stuff,
Your command.
I don't think they know what's going to happen to them. I feel like.
We serve the collective.
Yes, we do.
Under attack.
Oh, this is going to be so bad for everyone else. That is.
Assimilate this vessel.
I'm surprised I can't assimilate anything really.
Proceed.
I am too big to
Serve
assimilate.
the collective. By your command.
Not really a fair fight, is it?
Proceed.
Oh, you think your turrets are good?
We
No, they're
will
not.
adapt.
No, no, no.
Proceed.
No, no, no.
The collective is under attack.
Oh, they're attacking me too. Well, I'll send a Borg tactical cube to protect.
Vessel construction complete.
Good luck,
We
guys.
serve the collective. Unassimilated species
How do I
engaged.
do any? You can't uncombine them, can you?
We will adapt.
Hmm.
By your command.
Alright, Joe Grimes. It's the last super chat slot, but
Yeah.
call it there, guys.
Yeah.
As fun as this has been.
Historic moment, guys. I haven't done this in
We will
many a year.
activate all alcohol.
So tomorrow, like I said, we've got a special guest. I'll make Stuart a thumbnail tonight so he can promote it and you guys can join in. And
Yes.
I thought it'd be fun. Back on Discovery. Oh. Send some Borg drones to this. Come on, guys. Don't. But Borg can survive in space. Why do they need to...
Bye, Samuel. You have fun with the people.
Oh. Well, as soon as you leave, it'll kill the video.
We serve the
Okay. Oh, that's
I'll
a
still
Borg
be here.
mission. Okay, let's see. So, timeline. Oh, doing pretty well. We did well, Stuart. We did well.
We did well.
You have my moral support there. And I appreciate it. How do I leave? There we go. Alright. Anyway, Star Trek Resurgence, looking forward to it. That's my closing thoughts.
Yes, absolutely.
So until next time,
He's Commander Coggins.
he's got a Foley. That was Armada 2.